Hello everyone, my name is Dorothy Chia and welcome to Dorothy Chia Piano. Today I'm going to talk about when students forget to bring their books to the lesson. Dorothy Chia Piano is a weekly vlog that I put up all things related to piano teaching and piano learning. So do remember to subscribe and hit the notification button if you wish to be updated on exciting things happening to the world of music learning. Alright, so today's topic I'm going to talk about students that do not bring their music to the lesson. So they leave their books at home. And the reason I talked about this is because it's a problem that is not just in my studio, it's probably happening in your studio. It has probably happened in your music school, or if you are teaching at other parts of the world, whether it's in Europe or in Australia or in the US, I hear of piano teachers facing the same problem. One thing I'd like to ask piano teachers to consider is the why behind the students' action. So why do students leave their books behind and not bring them to the lesson? Two possibilities. The student legitimately and really forgot to bring their books. Now, kids being kids are sometimes flaky. It could be that they have other things in their mind that day. They could be excited about the weekend. It could be they are not feeling too well. And so coming to the lesson with an empty bag and showing up without the books packed into the bag is something not unusual for kids, especially young children. All right, so if they really forget and it's a one-off event, then I would say forgive. Yeah, just forgive them, and it is really an accident, and move on. Just do fun things at the lesson that you could do without using piano books. Now, case number 2. Now, this is another, this would be an area that is more of concern. What if you suspect that the child did it purposely? Yeah, that means they didn't bring their books and they did it on purpose. A few reasons could be the cause. One would be that the child did not practice their homework. All right, so they were not ready for the lesson. Okay, and so maybe they are afraid to show up. Or maybe they think that, well, if I don't bring that book that I didn't practice, there's nothing that the teacher can do. I would just show up for the lesson because my mom wants me to be there, and then I just leave that book that I didn't practice and I don't like. I'll just leave it at home, and it's like out of sight, out of mind. And it works because as piano teachers, sometimes we don't see that book and then we forget that this book is part of their assignment. Okay, so it's a call-up action. Alright, sometimes the child does not bring their books also is because they don't want to be there. Yeah, it's boycotting, and it's their way of showing to the parent, to the teacher, to the adults around them, I can't do anything, but I can leave my books behind and go without my books, and the adults can't do anything, and so it's their way of rebelling. All right, of saying that I don't want to be there, you want me to be there, so I just leave the books at home. So I will just show up and then see what happens. Maybe face some scolding, and that's okay. So that would take up some of the lesson time, and I'm happy with that because there is no lesson because the teacher is busy scolding me or the parent is busy scolding me. Okay, so in this second scenario where the child does it on purpose, okay, then as a piano teacher, I would say inform the parent and let the parent handle it, okay? So a few things, possible outcome could happen. If the parent did nothing, then you could be reassured that this same action will reoccur. All right, because the child gets away with not bringing books to the lesson. There was no punishment by the parent, and so it sends the message to the kid that, oh, this is okay, this is quite fun to do, so let's do it again. So I actually had a student that is in this category. So in 2020 alone, she did not bring her books to the lesson 4 times. Okay, and it's spread out during the year. And when I look at it, it's because the mom did nothing. Okay, and so the student gets the message that it's actually okay to leave the books at home. And the parent condones it. So if you are the piano teacher and you face this kind of student and this kind of reaction from the parent, then just go with the flow. After all, the parents are okay with it, then just be okay with it, even though deep down in your heart, you're not really okay with it. Okay? And so in such a scenario, whether the child really forget or accidentally forget, what can you do at the piano lesson? You could do a lot of things, right? You could play scales, you could do some finger exercises, do some off-the-bench games. Yeah, you could also focus on theory at the lesson, or you could use the time to introduce improvisation, or play duets, or grab something that is from your own library of repertoire, take a screenshot and use that piece during this lesson. And if you photostated or I don't know, just charge to the parent for the resources that you used for that day. And that's my take. What did you do when your students did not bring their books to the lesson? Do share in the comment box below. And so that's me signing off, and till the next week. Bye-bye.